Suspect in a stabbing is in the hospital after being shot by police in Sheboygan. It happened just after 5 Friday night in the 1400 block of Michigan Avenue. The Sheboygan Police Department responded to a report of two men fighting. A 48-year-old Sheboygan man was stabbed by another resident, a 32-year-old Sheboygan man. Officers attempted to negotiate with the suspect in his apartment, who was armed with a knife. About 2 hours later, the suspect left and charged at police. Officers reacted by retreating using non-lethal means to stop the suspect. One officer fired a handgun, hitting the suspect. The suspect was taken to a Milwaukee area hospital for treatment on a flight for life. The victim was transported by ambulance to a local hospital and has since been released. No other injuries were reported.